but we're only live on YouTube.
Okay,
You're
then
watching Cooler Talk
that's
with Cynthia
fine.
and Rhonda. Yeah, there's some kind of connectivity weirdness with Facebook, um, but welcome. Rhonda, I know I've lost you. You're still investigating the matter. Our topic today is one of the greatest gifts to give is joy. And that's what we're experiencing right now as we're having technical difficulties. Can we hear you? Oh
Can you
no.
hear me?
I feel like I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you just fine. Can you not hear me?
Oh, we are
Oh,
live.
bother. Yes, we're
Oh,
so live. So,
okay,
so
we are.
yes,
I
one of the
know.
greatest gifts to give is joy. We are so live. We've been doing this for 2 years now, so we're pros. We got this down. Yeah. Okay. So one of the greatest gifts to give is joy. I think what inspired this thought was really, and I can't remember what it was specifically, but it was a an event that I had a couple weeks ago, and I just realized the multiplying effect that joy can have.
Mhm.
And actually, it was not I that was particularly joyful. I was actually kind of in a neutral place, but I had an interaction with somebody, and they were just like in a really upbeat mood. I mean, like really upbeat, and they weren't even, directing that joy at me specifically, but they were just in an upbeat mood. And after I had that interaction with them, I was I like that's actually changed my mood. Like I've shifted from sort of no mood or a very neutral place into like a kind of an optimistic place, and feeling good about the next thing and the next thing. And I think it just made my week so much easier.
Mhm.
And I guess what makes it hard for me to talk about it today is that this week has been the longest week I have experienced in the history of work weeks, because there has been so much. I think many months ago we talked about like the elasticity of emotion that's taking place right now, and I've been experiencing like the very intense negative energies and being pulled in that direction, and then these very high highs and been pulled in that direction. So it's been a pretty gnarly week for me, energetically speaking. So, but joy is definitely the balm that soothes a energetic run over vibration. How are you doing, Rhonda?
I'm feeling joyful. I'm
Complete.
feeling not complete, of course. I am human after all.
After all.
Um, I love this topic because we can do so much good out there
Yes.
if we focused on sharing our joys and not our misery.
Right.
And I saw something come across my screen recently about little moments of like joyful moments called glitters, and how we
Oh.
can pass around glitters
Mm-hmm.
as we go through our day. Little glitters of joy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it can be as simple as a smile, a
For
simple
sure.
smile. and or letting somebody know that you hear them and
Mm-hmm.
that you see them and acknowledge them. So, and I think it's important too when people we know are feeling very joyful about something to be
Mm-hmm.
supportive of that, not
Yes.
jealous or, not not the,
Critical.
oh, I wish that was me or wish that had happened to me kind of thinking, but just be happy for them that they're
Mm-hmm.
experiencing joyful moments in their life. I
Yeah.
mean, for
And
me, just having my kitties come up and butt their heads on me is a joyful moment. That's a glimmer moment.
it
You
is.
know?
It's a glitter, and for sure. And
Yeah.
I think one of the things about it is that you can be, what's the word I want to use? You can be like focused on your own joy,
Mm-hmm.
singularly focused on your own
Mm-hmm.
joy, and really know and trust that that joy is glittering beyond you. Like I was saying about this interaction that I had in the office a few weeks ago, this person like did not realize that they were just that they were sharing their joy. They were just in that state where it was like you could not avoid it. Like you could not, you know. And it was like such a good feeling. And I realized like, yeah, this person didn't go out saying like, I'm gonna be joyful and I'm just gonna infect people with my joy. Because you know that there's some people who won't be having that. And
Yeah. Well, we don't.
that's
We
fine.
don't.
That's their problem.
Yeah.
But like I was like, that person did not have that intention. That person just was joyful. And you know what? She spread joy. I think she's identifies as a they. They spread joy. And that's great. That's wonderful. And it means that you don't have to have the intention even of spreading joy, that you can really just enjoy it for yourself, knowing that like it will spread on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
effort required.
I'm just going to Facebook to let people know that we are only on YouTube today.
Okay.
Oh.
So there was a another thing that inspired this topic is I pulled this card a few weeks ago, which was called, you know, one of the greatest gifts to give is joy or something along those lines. And it says, and I'll just read one sentence. When you're in a state of joy or appreciation, you are connected to the stream of source energy that is truly who you are. And anything or anyone that you are holding as your object of attention benefits from your attention.
So this NFL player quits football to become
Sorry.
a farmer. Finally tonight.
You're on Facebook.
Oh God. Trying to turn the volume off and get to that announcement.
Anybody like football out there?
No.
But it does bring some people joy, and that's really what matters. And I guess that's also why, you know, things like sports and entertainment in general does so well and has such a strong, attractive, and also influential power because, you know, it can really convey joy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge sucker for comedy, especially slapstick comedy. I just think, you know, I just think that the Charlie Chaplins of the world are geniuses, where they can kind of, you know, look at a situation and take a humorous spin on maybe sometimes, you know, a dire situation. And certainly Charlie
Mm-hmm.
Chaplin in his time, you know, was entertaining a world that was going through the Great Depression and, you know, wars and all sorts of grim realities.
Yeah, it's a good joy. That's a great distraction. My card this morning
Mm-hmm.
ended with joy. And it
Mm-hmm.
was about joy, coincidentally. And the cool thing about it was talking about life is never ending. Our
Ah,
experiences are never ending. There's no finish to it. And at first I was like, crap, there's got to be, some. But then I read on and it was talking about we're always having new experiences and new
Yep.
and new enlightenments and new situations and discovering these new things is something to be joyful about because all it's doing is expanding our consciousness.
I am so excited about you saying this because we were talking about synchronicity right before getting on this
Yes,
call.
we were.
And I'm going to share with you what my top card was here. I'm going to hold it up to the camera, but it's going to be really spooky. I mean,
It's going to be
it's right
backwards.
here. Yeah, it's going to be backwards, but I'm going to read it for you. Life is always in motion, so I cannot be stuck.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you can't be stuck. It's physically
No.
impossible because of
No.
atoms are always moving.
Always moving. And so imagine, if in your moment you're in joy, like that, it has that multiplying effect. And if you're in joy and it's always moving, like you can always be increasing, like that you can't tap out.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, that is synchronistic. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. So that's why I was grinning so big when you were talking about your card about never ending.
Wow. How about
Yeah,
that?
that's really cool.
Yeah,
That's really
joy,
cool.
joy. On my birthday, I went horseback riding on a beach in Canada.
Good
And that
call.
was just pure joy for me. Just, once you're a horse person, no matter how long it's been since you rode, it's like an old, good, well fitting glove once you get back in the saddle again.
Uh
And
huh.
that's how it felt. And we were around lots of water in this inlet, and this horse was so relaxed. Um, it was just wonderful. It was, being out in nature, everything was perfect that day. The temperature,
Sounds like it.
there were several young couples on the ride too, and they were so cute. So it brought me joy just to watch them because in their youth, and it was just and they were just enjoying themselves so much. So I had a chance with some of them to say, "Don't forget to stretch your legs out tonight when you get home," because I had been doing it for a couple weeks just to
Mm-hmm.
prepare. And if your muscles aren't ready for a ride, even though it was 90 minutes long, if your muscles aren't toned or stretched out, it's going to be a little rough to walk for a couple days because they'll. But yeah, it was just perfect. And my horse's name was Indy, and he was very sweet. And I found out he was their favorite horse of all of them, which is cool. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm glad I found that place. I had been looking, as you know, all over for a beach to ride on, and I did not plan on doing any cantering or running,
Mm-hmm.
like they show in those advertisements.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted a nice, relaxing ride, and that's all these horses do is trail ride, and they're just old hats at it, and
Mm-hmm.
the owners ended up being from my home state. I didn't know from where though, but um, all the horses are rescue horses,
Uh-huh.
and they have one place where and they have this whole. She was telling me about this whole community of horse rescuers. They buy from one particular auction, which is most of them are Mennonite horses
Mm.
that they'd have no more use for. So
Mm.
they're sent to auction, and so these horses that have worked these very hard lives
Strolling on the
get
beach.
to live strolling on the beach. And not all of them enjoy it. So they, they know when a horse actually enjoys the trail rides. But if it's
Hmm.
a horse that, that's not, then they contact their other people, and then someone else they'll do trades and stuff with horses. And it was just a cool story to listen to. And the location was beautiful, and they're just taken so well care of. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
While you were telling me this, I think I'm remembering an earlier Cooler Talk episode where we were working with our vision boards. And I think you had mentioned in one of your
oh
vision
yeah,
boards that you
I
wanted
did.
to do a ride on the beach with a horse.
Been planning this for a long time. I just needed to find the right spot.
Yeah. But I think what I'm really saying is you manifested it. It came to
Probably. I'm
you, the
thinking I
spot.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was that's really that's all I wanted to do. So I stayed
Yeah.
at this cute little motel that's only like 5 minutes away, coincidentally, 5 minutes away. And boy, did I see some fabulous sunsets over that farmland across the lake, across the road.
Hmm.
Um, and this young couple owned it. And apparently, he was telling me that he had a really well paying job up in Toronto, but
Hmm.
all he did was work, work, work. He wasn't
Work,
able to
work,
spend
work.
any time with his family. And so they decided that's enough of that life. And I mean, motels are pretty basic, but she loves flowers and plants, and there were flowers and plants everywhere. It was so
Everywhere.
cozy. Um, and I just loved it. It was very nice. And they had a pool there too. I sat around that. And then she had all these potted plants around the pool area, which it just was really, really a nice touch. And the
Hmm.
price was reasonable. And of course, the exchange rate between the US and Canada is huge right now. So
Yeah.
everything just fit. Um,
Yes.
I mean, I could have I found a beach in Jamaica that I would have liked to, but it's not safe to go there right now.
Nope.
Um, and and then I found another place in Florida, and I'm like, I really don't want to go to Florida. I'm not motivated to go to Florida. And then I saw this, and it was 2 hours away,
Yeah.
and then close to the falls. So I went through the falls on my way home, and took a bunch of pictures. I didn't want to have to park and walk a long way. I didn't want to spend that much time there. So I
Yeah.
just kind of drove through 'em. Traffic was pretty slow, so I was taking shots, and it took forever to get across the Rainbow Bridge back into the States. I had a great view of both falls right there on the bridge. So I stuck my hand up out of my moonroof, because there's a fence there,
Yep.
and got some great shots um, of the falls. And the flowers are always beautiful around the falls areas.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it was an easy drive. It was an easy trip, and just chilling out and minimizing any electronic stuff. Had they had the sunset ride available, I would have gone on that. But that one, it looked like it was more reserved for private rides,
Mm.
not group rides. So, but there was a nice breeze. It was hot, um, but it wasn't too taxing on the horses or the riders. So, and
Sounds like an awesome weekend. The
I think I
perfect
might do that
weekend.
every year. They almost sold the place a while back. I don't know why, but they decided not to. And I'm hoping that there's children that want to continue that on.
Hmm. Hmm.
I really hope so, because it's a really nice thing that they do there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Very
giving
nice.
joy, giving joy.
Giving joy. That's what it's all about. So, well, I think we have a sad note to end on. Or it might just be sad for us. I don't know about, our millions of viewers. But this is our swan song cooler talk. So for the time being, I would say for a good half year, this will be the last that you hear from us. So
Yeah.
we wish you a
However, if
very
you
happy
want to just
Christmas.
pop on when you have a chance, if you have something to say or share, we can do that. Um,
Absolutely.
and But it's been an absolute pleasure doing this with you for over 2 years.
Yes. It
That
has
went
been
fast.
over 2 years, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It
And we
really
picked
is.
up our game too somewhere along the way. Like we started to get really good at, coming up with topics and focusing around things that
Yeah.
we really like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So,
we
and we
hope
hope
that
you folks, did too.
yeah, and we hope that we were able to, give the gift of joy on this show.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't join us live, just watching us afterwards in a recording, that's what we were about. So I guess it's a good topic to end on.
I think it is. And I'll go to YouTube and share this over to Cooler Talk page. That will always stay open. And so stay tuned. You'll never know when you'll see us pop on unexpectedly.
That's right. That's right. But we'll have a topic, and it will be a joyful topic.
Yes, it will.
So with
Okay,
that,
until the next time.
ciao for now.
Yes, ciao for now.